put all the crap here. I'm gonna start taking off just some of the easy pieces that I can see. I say it's easy, but I'm sure it's gonna be more difficult than I'm imagining. I think this piece is separate than this piece, or separate from this piece. Seems like there's a seam or something right here. Then there's a cut in the veneer. So there's 4 bolts, I already pulled out 2. While the camera's pointed somewhere else. This one, the head was stripped out on before I got to it, mind you. So I'm gonna pop this one off and then come back to that one maybe, or maybe I should go for the more difficult one first. So, I think now I'm going to take off that little bracket there and then try to lift off this whole top since it's not actually connected to the vent, which I thought it was. Well, I guess it's not the vent, the hood. Whatever this thing's called. So unfortunately, I think I do have to take everything out of the bottom. I was hoping that this top would be open after I got that piece of wood off, but there's another piece of thinner wood here. So I have to go up to the bottom in order to get this piece off, which is fine. Probably just means I wait till another day because I believe it is dinner time. So I'm gonna get packed up. And come back and tackle this whenever I'm not hungry. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't look like we got everything done, but we got pretty far, I think. So I'm gonna go ahead and not shine this in your eyes. Go ahead and get packed up, close up the doors, and yeah, go on from there. All right, back again, working on the hood. Got a couple hours, gonna see what I can get knocked out, so let's get busy. as soon as I was figuring it out. I had to actually drill out that back corner screw, this one back here. So I drilled that one out, and then it turned out there was another one hiding right here that I didn't notice before. Or no, this one right here. It was kind of behind this piece, and it was up in the dark, and it was kind of the same color as everything else around it. So I kind of missed it. But as soon as that one came out, the thing just came right out. So now I gotta disconnect the power and remove the wiring from this unit, and then I can kind of move it out of the way. Let's think about this. Okay. It's a lot faster than taking it all apart and everything. Inspection, it seems like the whole entire counter is sort of overlapped. So they've taken the actual wood underneath the counter and then slapped some plywood on it to sort of join that to another piece of plywood or whatever the wood is that they're using under this. So that seems like something I can't easily take apart without destroying everything. You think I just pick one and stick to it, but gotta make things hard for myself, I guess. I got all the screws off of that side. Both sides lift up now, both sides kind of move. It is extremely heavy to try to move this entire piece. It's probably a mistake to try to do that, but I'm going to try that first. We've already got a split forming here from where these two are joined. There are bolts that run through here, but I can't get them out. The screw heads were stripped prior to me attempting, I promise you. It almost seems like it's stuck on something right here. Like this piece here. Now I don't exactly know where I'm going to go with this. This path, it won't fit. That path, which it would fit, is completely covered by everything else that's come out of here. But I think now that I got it broken loose, and you can move it, I think it'll be all right. I consider that a success, I think. The trim piece here, that this thing fits behind, maybe that's not allowing it to move. I'm gonna try to pop that off real quick. So I'm just going to continue on with the cabinets, kind of where I left off after I got frustrated with this section. So I'm just going to bounce around, and like I said, it's all got to be done. So however I do it in right now, it probably isn't that very important, like the order. So I'm just going to kind of do what I feel. And right now, I think being in the kitchen is going to be a little bit more fun than being in the rooms knocking out drywall, at least for today. I'll probably go back to drywall tomorrow. Anyways, got my drill, gotta get the door, and then we're gonna get started. Piece of cake. I had no problems with that the entire time I was working on it. It was, whew. All right, so got the big cabinet out here out of the way, got the countertops off, got some drywall done today, made some pretty good progress. It is getting kind of late, and I think the next step for the other big cabinet is just to take the gas pipe out. I went and checked the gas lines and they are off at the source. So I should be good there, but I am going to go ahead and go to the big box store before I go home and buy some caps to cap off all the copper pipes and the gas lines and all that stuff. And sorry, I just noticed that the spicy red pepper flakes bottle got cracked whenever I pushed that thing in, so now there's just a pile of red pepper flakes. Nice. All right, so I'm gonna get those caps all the way home and then gonna eat some dinner and go to bed. Tomorrow, come back out here. I will probably go back on drywall for a little bit and then maybe bounce over here. It all just depends on what I'm feeling like. Anyway, that's it for today. Thanks.